Oh hey, today we're going to look at how we use propane
and propane accessories
when we go camping. I'm Chris with Midwest Journeys, and we have made several videos in the past of different aspects of our propane system for our camper. And I figured today I just wanted to kind of put all those together and show you everything that we use that has anything at all to do with propane. So up here in the front of our trailer is where our propane tank resides, and we have a couple different methods of checking to see what the level is on our propane tank. The first one is this gauge that sits on top of the tank, and we found it to be wildly inaccurate. So the primary method that we actually use is this Mopica sensor that sticks to the bottom of the tank using a magnet, and then we have an app on our phone that we can check it at any time and see what the propane level is in the tank. And we found that to be quite a bit more accurate than what the gauge on the top of the tank is. Probably the biggest advantage of having that gauge on there is that it also is a splitter. So that way we can keep our propane generator up here on front and actually plug it in at the same time while the propane tank is feeding the rest of the trailer. As far as the generator, it is a Sportsman 2200 watt propane generator. To be honest, we haven't used it all that much, but when we have, we've had no problem with it at all, and it's worked exactly like it should. Even after not using it for quite some time, fires right up and no issue at all. The one thing I will say is we have never put gas in it. We have strictly used this as a propane generator. So coming around to the back of the trailer, now we're going to look at all the accessories that we use that we plug into our propane quick connect that I actually made a video all about, and I will link that video above. Now, one thing that we are going to try out today, I had a company send me this Y fitting for the quick connect, and I think it could be handy. It'll allow us to use a couple different things at the same time. So we're going to try that out, and I am going to put a link to this down below. So we got everything hooked up, so now let's just fire it all up and show you how it all works. So our fire pit is another one of those accessories that we have done a video on in the past, so I will link that above too, but it's been great, and over the time we've used it, we have really enjoyed it. So if I'm being honest, the Blackstone is one of those things that I really didn't see a high priority of, but Tammy really wanted it. So this purchase was pretty much for her, and once again, to be honest, she's basically the one that has used it the majority of the time. However, I will say that she has really enjoyed it and has really liked cooking on this over the stove that's in the tag. So there is one more propane accessory that I figured I ought to mention, even though it's not directly connected to our trailer, and that is our buddy heater and these little green King Flame canisters. So the buddy heater, we use it inside of our clam shelter, and it really works well. Now, as far as these, or I guess it's Flame King, as far as these Flame King canisters, I know there's ways out there to refill the normal green 1 pound canisters. I just like these, and I like the thought of having a safety mechanism on them so they don't get overfilled. So anyway, we got these and we've been using them. That way I can fill these off of our big canister and we're not wasting the little green ones. So I understand that this was a pretty quick overview of everything, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of how all this stuff worked together with our system and try out the splitter, which seems to be working great. Fire pit's going and the grill is going. So I think that's a win there. I will put links to everything below. The splitter will be down there, as well as a link to our gear page that has all of our propane accessories on it. So if you're interested in looking at any of those, that will be there. Leave a comment if you have any other questions. We would love to answer those. And we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.